remain standing for our national anthem played by members of the Northland High School Orchestra and Band. Please be seated. My name is Caleb Dudley, and this is Evelyn Garcia. We are both graduating seniors, and I'm one of your head nurse, while Evelyn is the Student Council All-Class President. We are pleased to welcome all of you, our classmates, honored guests, faculty, and friends to the graduation of Northland High School Class of 2017. Please join me in welcoming our honored guests on stage. Please hold your applause until I've introduced all of our guests. Ms. Val V. Hill, Faculty Herald. Ms. Karen Stim, Faculty Herald. Mr. Edward Nelson, Distinguished Guest. Ms. Tracy Tellinger, Principal, STEM Lab. Ms. Kelly Law, Principal, STEM Launch. Ms. Mingyi Yang, Junior Escort. Mr. Evan Cisneros, Co-Salutatorian. Mr. Jacob Johns, Co-Salutatorian. Ms. Evelyn Garcia, All-Class President. Mr. Andrew Rodriguez, All-Class President. Ms. Malia Lucero, All-Class Sergeant at Arms. Ms. Sydney Mayer, Valedictorian. Mr. Terrell Price, Assistant Principal. Mr. Matt Bullard, Assistant Principal. And Ms. Sherry Blunt, our Principal.
Members of Adams 12 5-Star School Board of Education, President Kathy Plomer, Vice President Laura Mitchell, Secretary Norman Jennings, Director Brian Bax, Director Jamie Lockley. Thank you for your ongoing support of our education and taking the time to be here with us today. As a class, we began this journey together 4 years ago, and today as we come together for the last time, I'd like to extend our gratitude to all of you who have helped us on our journey this far. This is also a beginning. This commencement ceremony marks the beginning of our future as we step out into the world. And now please join us in welcoming Ms. Sherry Blunt, Principal of Northland High School.
But first, we forgot two names. Brendan Posey, Head Nurse, and Hannah Radabach, Head Nurse.
Christopher Godowski, Adams 12 5-Star School Superintendent. Jeanette Walters, Executive Director of Secondary Schools. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be the principal of Northland High School. As the class of 2017 entered our doors for the very first day of their freshman year, change and unknown adventures lay ahead of them. Freshman orientation started in the gymnasium with the bleachers filled with over 600 young adults ready to take on the challenges and celebrations of high school life. 4 short years ago, we set off on this journey together, as this was my freshman year too, my freshman year as the principal. I can still remember looking across the bleachers wondering, are they as nervous as I am right now? By the look in most of your eyes, the answer was yes. But look how far we've come. We have grown, learned, laughed, and cried together, cheered each other on, and supported one another. It is a bond that will never be broken. While some of the days were long, the years certainly have been fast, and now here we are at your high school graduation. Today, we celebrate the amazing things you have done over the last 18 years of your life. The class of 2017 marks the very first graduating class of students that opened our founding STEM school, STEM Lab. Will the graduates that attended STEM Lab please stand up? Will all of our graduates that have completed an engineering, biomed, or by design pathway please stand up? On stage, I would like to recognize 3 amazing women who have been the reason for STEM education and making it possible in District 12. Without their vision, passion, and true grit and leadership, we would not be here celebrating this first graduating class. Miss Kelly Loff, Miss Tracy Tellinger, and Miss Jeanette Walters, thank you for making this day possible. Recently, I was at an awards banquet, and the motivational speaker talked about the quality that most successful people have. I am unable to give him full credit for the message, as I did not get his name, but I did remember his words, and I'd like to share them with you. He said, the most successful people stay. I don't mean they stay where they currently are in their growth. They stay in other ways. Most successful people stay positive. Know that attitude is more important than talent. Stay focused. Concentrate on the task at hand, and don't get distracted or overwhelmed by the big picture. Stay present. Take care of what you can in the present moment. Stay relentless. Know that every obstacle in your way that you overcome puts you further ahead. Stay strong. Withstand the pressures life throws your way. Don't give up, take ownership, and always look for ways to improve. Stay ambitious. Don't look for the pitfalls or obstacles, look for solutions. Stay brave. Be willing to face new challenges. Stay progressive. You are leading the way. Seize the opportunities, counter the setbacks, and concentrate on what you can influence. The National Merit Scholarship Program is the United States academic scholarship competition for recognition. About 1.5 million students over 22,000 high schools enter the National Merit Scholarship Competition annually. In order to be considered for this prestigious scholarship, students must have an outstanding academic record, have extracurricular achievements, awards in leadership positions, and have potential for success in rigorous university studies. Scholarship winners represent fewer than 1% of the initial pool of students considered for this award. I'm pleased to recognize Sydney Mayer for her selection as a National Merit winner. Sydney, thank you so much for being a wonderful role model to our younger Norsemen. We look forward to following your academic career over the next 8 years. Congratulations on receiving this outstanding recognition. At this time, I would like to thank and acknowledge those members of the class of 2017 who will be serving their country by enlisting in the armed forces. Norsemen, if you are enlisting, please rise so that we may thank you for your service. to present a Northglenn High School diploma to Mr. Edward Nelson. Mr. Nelson was a Northglenn High School student who enlisted in the military and served in the Vietnam War. While his classmates continued their education, he was fighting for our freedom and our great nation. While Mr. Nelson was unable to join us today, I do want to recognize that he is among the 375 graduating seniors of the class of 2017. Mr. Nelson is not the only military personnel we paid honor to this year. In April, we paid tribute to two fallen heroes in Norseman, Mr. Andrew Rydell and Mr. Andrew Perkins. Please join me in a moment of silence as we honor these two young men who lost their lives serving our country. Thank you. Many of you have family members serving in one of the military branches, and you know firsthand the sacrifices they make. Oftentimes, they are unable to be present to celebrate major moments in our lives, like birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, and even high school graduations. We know they are here in spirit and sending us positive thoughts and cheering from afar. I have a very special gift for one of our graduates. Jaylin, look over my left shoulder. Your favorite service person is here. Kayla made it home today. Jalen, happy graduation, and Kayla, thank you for your service. In closing, graduates, I have one wish for you. I wish you enough. You may ask me, you wish me enough what? I want to wish you to have a life filled with just enough good things to sustain you. I wish you enough sunshine to keep your attitude bright no matter how gray the day may appear. I wish you just enough rain to appreciate the sun even more. I wish you enough happiness to keep your spirit alive and everlasting. I wish you just enough pain so that even the smallest of joys in life appear to be bigger. I wish you enough gain to satisfy your wanting. I wish you just enough loss to appreciate what you possess. And I wish you enough hellos to get you through your final goodbyes. Take time to live your life to the fullest. Remember to always stay and never forget my wish to you. Class of 2017, you will forever be my first class. God bless you, I love you. It's a great day to be a Norseman.
Please welcome Superintendent of Adams 12, 5-star school, Mr. Christopher Gadowski.
Well, graduates, on this very warm day, I'm going to give you the gift of a short wish instead of a long speech. And so my wish to you is very brief, that you have good health, much happiness, live very long lives, and that you're always proud to be a Norse. Congratulations.
Thank you, Superintendent Gadowski. I am Alila Sarah, the Sergeant Arms of the Northglenn High School Student Council. It is my pleasure to introduce the President of the Adams 12 5-Star School Board of Education, Ms. Kathy Bloomer.
Good afternoon. One of the best parts of being a board member is to be here at graduation to congratulate
congratulate you all as you receive your diploma. In your K-12 education, your diploma represents the finish line. So when I heard this quote from Ben Saunders, who was part of a pair that attempted to recreate an unassisted 1,800-mile walk across the South Pole, it seemed appropriate. Not that your journey through high school has been like an icy, torturous walk across the South Pole, but here's what he had to say. There is the old cliche about the journey being more important than the destination. There is something in that. The closer I got to my finish line, that rubbly rocky coast of Ross Island, the more I started to realize that the biggest lesson that this very long, very hard walk might be teaching me is that happiness is not a finish line. And that if we can't feel content on our journeys amidst the mess and the striving that we all inhabit, the open loops, the half-finished to-do lists, the could-do-better next times, then we might never feel it. I believe his words are true, and so I wish you happiness through the twists and turns that await you on the journey towards your next finish line. I hope the contentment you find comes from taking time to maintain important relationships and build new connections, from getting involved in and giving back to your community, and from letting setbacks and side journeys be opportunities for learning and perhaps even a catalyst to try something new or look at things in a different way. Congratulations to the Northglenn Class of 2017 from the Board of Education, and we are proud to send you out as Adams 12 graduates.
Now please welcome our special guest and staff speaker, Mr. Michael Sinja.
Good afternoon. Before I'd like to say some nice words about the class of 2017, graduates, would you please, with me, thank the family members, friends, and overall support systems that are here today. Accomplishments like this are seldom earned without a whole lot of people behind the scenes. I also believe it is important to acknowledge those that could not be here today for whatever reason. We know they are with us in heart. When I was told I was chosen as your speaker, my initial reaction was, whoa. Immediately followed by thinking about all the students and memories of this class. Now, I taught some of this class as freshmen in math, among other grades. On behalf of every younger teacher everywhere, I would like to take this formal opportunity to say, I'm sorry, and apologize for the things that a younger teacher missed. It wasn't perfect, but we figured it out, and I'm honored to be up here today. 2 years ago, Vice Principal Buller, and I were chatting, and though I don't remember all the details, at one point he shared with me what I like to call a folder of memories, which included letters from students, pictures, and general artifacts that he would go to in times of frustration to boost his spirits. Fast forward a couple of months, and my wife and I had bought up our first house. I was going through things in the house, trying to figure out what to keep and what to throw away, and I stumbled across my own personal folder of memories. Similar to Mr. Bullard's, it has notes from my parents, my wife, and high school friends. Parts of life that can sometimes be forgotten during our usual routines that make you smile, or laugh, or put things into perspective. Now I realize we are two older guys, especially Mr. Ward. And your folder of memories might be a little bit more digitalized. For example, the Facebook memories feature, your Snapchat stories. But I hope all of you in the class of 2017 either have or would think about your own folder of memories, so to speak, today. What are all those small pieces of your high school experience that you have? So I figured I'd help with a small starter list. We put on an amazing 50th anniversary of our school last year when you guys were juniors. Many of you got your permit, your driver's license, and your first job. Athletes continued our rich tradition, proudly wearing red and gold. Dances, including homecoming, Bring On the Neon, and prom. Many of you teamed up for friendly competition at our annual Spirit Olympics. Band also continued our rich tradition and represented us at Universal Studios recently. Drama broke the leg twice with productions of Beauty and the Beast and the Addams Family. Cheerleading and all our dance teams rocked our assemblies. DECA, FCCLA, and all the other competitive student organizations performed at a high level and represented our school well. Powder Puff, just Powder Puff. And so many more that I couldn't mention all of today. As you celebrate graduation itself, take time to remember all those little slices of high school life that make up your own folder of memories. Also, as part of your memories, one of my personal favorites is teacher and staff quirks. I know I'm a regular for pointing out language, using my Italian heritage and the use of my hands for telling terrible jokes. I would highly suggest thinking about these with all your interactions with staff at North Glen High School. Store those away for some laughs in the future. As I thought about what to say today in this folder of memories idea, I have two of my stories about success or lack thereof. The first has to do with one of my hobbies. Now, I love the outdoors, running, biking, hiking, skiing, and camping. I sometimes grow a beard. I have 2 dogs. I'm pretty much a Subaru away from being like the living embodiment of Mr. Denver or Mr. Carr. However, the first time I went skiing about 8 years ago, I'm on the top of the mountain and I can't get my boot to clip into my ski. I had them turned around the wrong way. I had to find a guy on the top to kind of point me in the right direction to get me clipped and ready to go. I then proceeded down an intermediate pool run that I had no business being on, and had enough violent falls that I got up sometimes wondering if the cell phone in my pocket would still work. But I pushed through, and I've become what I consider a respectable skier today. On the other hand, one night I thought I'd organize the perfect date night for my wife and I. I found a location downtown that would teach beginner swing dancing for an hour, followed by an actual dance. My wife and I went and were figuring it all out together until they put everybody into 2 circles. Ladies on the outside, girls on the inside, and they made us start to switch partners. I then left my wife and proceeded to get worse and apologized to just about every single lady there that night. Just when I thought my evening was done, I reunited with my wife, and she told me she danced with the instructor that told her, "Oh my, you're not very good. You really need practice." That's why we went to the beginner lesson. In the end, we did not go to the dance, and we got ice cream instead. During your time at North Glen class of 2017, I'm sure it was a ride with highs and lows, and graduation may have seemed so far away. But you made it, and all of us here today couldn't be more proud of you. I hope you as a class give yourselves permission to be imperfect and learn as you encounter life. Don't be afraid to laugh at yourselves, and most times if you stick with it, you'll get it. And if not, there's always a backup plan like ice cream. On another note, please take care of each other. If you were in any of my classes, I tried to say it as much as possible. I had a day last year where the night before I had a dog with unexplained seizures keeping me up all night. I came into work super stressed. I didn't know what to do, and so at lunch I went down to Mr. Polinsky's room and just sat with him. I was super stressed. I didn't need anybody to say anything. I just needed to be with somebody that I knew kind of had a dog and that would understand where I was. Again, please take care of each other. If you feel stressed, look around you. You have someone that can be there, just be there with you. Likewise, you can be that rock for a friend in need. Taking care of each other to me also means celebrating and laughing together. Life moments like today are always better when shared. There's no doubt the friendships and bonds you form during high school will be stretched, but they will last a lifetime if you choose to maintain them. One of the easiest ways to spell love in friendships and relationships is T-I-M-E, time. Walking through the halls of North Glen, there are quotes everywhere. Quotes on the walls, quotes in classrooms, yearbooks, and with people talking. However, today I'd like to focus on one in particular above our school library of all places. It reads, "Through these walls walk America's future." Class of 2017, I urge and call on all of you to help fix and make this world a better place. Our local communities, country, and world need you. We live in an amazing and beautiful world, but I feel we can all agree that it's also imperfect. It's full of many challenges and obstacles to overcome. We need young men and women like yourself that can look at situations through multiple lenses like you've encountered through our STEM curriculum at North Glen, including economic, historical, scientific, financial, and other points of view to think critically through situations. We truly need you, and this class has the energy and fire inside to make it happen. That being said, this class is also a part of one of the least cynical, most think outside of the box of its kind. You have the potential and ability to do great things. As I attempt to wrap up, I'd like to offer a final piece of advice. To me, one of the greatest feelings in the whole entire world is the feeling you get right after accomplishing or finishing something big. Whether it's a game, a project, a performance, or a test, when you know that you worked hard and gave 100% and were either successful or died trying, you have the ability to live without regrets. The final score or grade won't matter, but the fact that you dug deep will. I say live your life that way with no regrets, ending every endeavor, leaving it all out there. Class of 2017, thank you for letting me be a small part of your folder of memories. You're a part of mine, and you're part of North Glen High School's forever. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Sinja. Joining me at the podium is Andy Rodriguez, Student Body Vice President. Every year, the senior class presents North Glen High School with a gift, a legacy to leave behind and future Norths to enjoy.
Hi, I'm Andy Rodriguez, the all-class vice president. One of the unique things about North Glen High School is that it has been added on to so many times over our 51-year history. As a result, the physical space can be confusing to visitors. To help remedy this situation, the class of 2017 has worked to create unified signage for the building. We are purchasing 2 large signs that will show the entire campus and the viewers' place on campus, as well as appropriate signage on important places on our campus. The class of 2017 will continue to lead the way long after we no longer walk the halls of Northland. Please welcome Assistant Principal Mr. Matt Moeller with some special acknowledgments.
Thank you, Andy. Please join me in congratulating and thanking 2 educators who will be retiring at the end of this school year. They have selflessly dedicated themselves to their students throughout their careers, and we owe you a debt of gratitude. Thank you to Mr. Andrew Gorham and Ms. Joni Sellers. On behalf of all of the students that you have served in your tenure as educators, thank you for your service and enjoy your retirement. A long tradition at North Glen High School is the selection and naming of the top 20 seniors awards. Students complete an application for this award, and the winners were selected by a panel of teachers. Although they might be ranked in the top 20 students in the class academically, this award signifies more than their academic ranking. The award symbolizes the contributions that each student has made to North Glen High School over their high school career. I will call each student and ask them to stand when called. Please hold your applause until all 20 have been named. Dustin Kerr, baseball, tennis, National Honor Society, 234 hours of community service. Savannah Babbage, National Honor Society, volleyball, link leader, 390 hours community service. Connie Moreno, marching band, National Honor Society, link crew, HOSA. Joey Lovato, marching band, winter percussion, Mesa, We the People, 380 hours community service. Shayna Rivera, swimming, National Honor Society. Link, 204 hours community service. Jacob Johns, swimming, cross country, coding club, FCCLA, wrestling, 250 hours community service. Andy Rodriguez, student council, Link, 400 hours community service. Hannah Radabal, Palms, student council, National Honor Society. Ed Norris, 474 hours community service. Nathaniel Swanson, baseball, National Honor Society, Principals Advisory Group. Evan Cisneros, cross country, swimming, FCCLA, National Honor Society. Sydney Mayer, FCCLA, FBLA, National Honor Society, HOSA, 592 hours community service. Malia Lucero, student council, volleyball, link leader, over 300 hours community service. Zach Hartman, baseball, National Honor Society, Principals Advisory Group, over 350 hours community service. David Kampala, coding club, track, cross country, National Honor Society, FBLA, TSA, over 600 hours community service. Allison Hamzacha, soccer, HOSA, National Honor Society, over 300 hours community service. Brendan Posey, football, wrestling, track and field, National Honor Society, Ed Norris. Samantha Martin, volleyball, drama, track and field, FCCLA, 750 hours community service. Jacob Scott, FCCLA, FBLA, Link, over 1,000 hours community service. Amanda Garcia, National Honor Society, HOSA, Link, track and field. Fred Coleman, basketball, baseball, Link, National Honor Society, We the People, and over 700 hours community service. Congratulations to each of you, and thank you for the contributions. You may be seated. At this time, please welcome to the stage our Northland High School Chamber Choir, under the direction of Mrs. Hellhart, to sing Fly / I Believe I Can Fly, a choral mashup from Glee.
Thank you for that amazing performance. Good evening. My name is Brendan Posey, one of your head nurses. At this time, we would like to acknowledge and congratulate all of the hard work and dedication that the co-salutatorians of the class of 2017, Mr. Evan Cisneros and Jacob Johns, have put forth in order to earn this designation. Congratulations, Evan and Jacob. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the valedictorian of the class of 2017, Ms. Cindy Mayer.
My fellow graduates, over the last 4 years here at Northland High School, we've learned a lot. Mr. Polinsky and Ms. Petrakis taught us about vectors, geometry proofs, and derivatives, and attempted to convince us that these things would all be integral into our real world. Mrs. Clinton and Mrs. Steinbach taught us that papers were not meant to just be 5 paragraphs. Shakespeare cannot be read without the help of footnotes, and that double negatives are a definite no-no. The lessons that Mrs. Nunn and Mr. Conlon taught us will go down in history as some of the greatest. And science teachers like Mr. Fox and Mr. Telke taught us about DNA, gravity, and atomic structures. And you should never tell any chemistry jokes because they won't get a reaction. Best of all, Mr. Rateau taught us that games are the best way to learn any subject, especially when they require running around the hallways with balloons and an epic battle for domination. All of this knowledge, plus everything else that we have learned, will no doubt be valuable as we go forward in life. But I think that the most important thing that we have learned over the last 4 years is that 99% of the time, the answer can be found on Google. You can Google for the answers to a homework assignment. You could Google to find a potential boyfriend. You could Google to research about your future career. But the one thing that Google cannot tell you is what's in your heart, the passion that will lift you skyward towards a shining future. Google has the answers to almost every question that we can think of to ask, but it cannot tell you who you truly are. It can't tell you what motivates you to achieve. It can't tell you what areas you shine in. It cannot tell you what passion you love more than anything else in the world. These are all things that can only be found within yourself. So as we look into our futures, no matter how much uncertainty we may feel, we almost turn to our hearts to find the answer, and not to Google. The only way to achieve our goals, our dreams, our hopes, is to let go of what others tell us to do and listen to ourselves. Because the only way that we will ever achieve greatness and get our names on Google is to stop Googling the answers and instead make our own choices and take risks. Now, according to Google, there are lots of people we should be thanking as we graduate. We thank our moms and dads for dragging us out of bed every morning and for putting up with us for the last 18 years. We would not be sitting here today without their endless guidance, love, and support. We thank our siblings for teaching us that no matter how annoyed we may be, we still love them deep down. Oh, and patience. They have taught us a lot of patience, but they are also some of the greatest friends that we will ever have. We thank our friends for being there through every good day and bad day, every crush and breakup, every text message and piece of gossip. Without them, we would have gone completely insane. We thank our teachers and coaches for pushing us through every I can't, every I'm too tired, and every my dog ate my homework. Looking back, we could be a major pain, especially in these last few months, but they pushed past our craziness and have taught us invaluable lessons that build the path towards our futures. We thank every person who pushed us over the last 4 years because we truly could not have made it without them. Now, according to Google, graduation is a ceremony in which an academic degree or diploma is given and marks the end of a section of our education. Google says that graduation is the end of a chapter in our lives, and that high school graduation specifically is a time for us to become adults, decide on our futures, and accept the responsibility of becoming a citizen in the real world. Well, for once, I think Google is wrong. Google thinks that graduation means we know what we want to do with our futures, but really, most of us still don't have a clue. I don't care if you have a job lined up, or a military contract signed, or picked bowling industry management, turf grass science, or theme park engineering as your college major. And yes, those are all real options. None of us really know where our futures are going to take us. Now is the time for us to try everything and learn what works for us and what doesn't, not get locked down into one pathway. Now is the time for us to be free and wander until we find the perfect spot to finally settle down. This is also the time when Google tells us to finally become a responsible adult. Well, I say that's the worst idea ever. Now is the time for us to step outside of our comfort zones and take risks and try crazy new things. Now is the time for us to make mistakes and mess up and get into a reasonable amount of trouble. Yes, we may be legally adults, but that does not mean that our lives are set in stone and we should stop exploring and discovering who we are meant to really be. A lot of times, when we don't know the answer to something, we turn to Google. But as each of us take this next step into our futures, I want you all to remember that maybe Google does not always have the answer. And it's time for us to each take a leap of faith, listen to our hearts, and discover the passion that will lift us towards our shining futures.
At this time, please welcome Mr. Wade Claus, school counselor, to the podium in order to acknowledge the class of 2017 scholarship winners.
It's my privilege to recognize the scholarship winners for the class of 2017. This year, 40 students have accumulated in merit-based awards totaling an impressive $2,604,059. Scholarship winners, please stand when your name is announced and remain standing until all have been acknowledged. Audience, please hold your applause till all the scholarship winners have been announced. Savannah Babbage, Jeffrey Brewster, Alexander Charles, Evan Cisneros, Frederick Coleman, Marcus Dozier, Glenna Dyson Roberts, Cheyenne Espinoza, Christian Gay, Amanda Garcia, Nathan Gilman, Isabella Goddard, Zachary Gutierrez, Zachary Hardman, Allison Hensichek, Austin Intapapa, Jacob Johns, Dustin Kerr, Megan Curran, Michael Leduc, Joseph Lovato, Michael Muslim, Samantha Martin, Sydney Mayer, Hayden Meyer, Jeremiah Moreno Fairchild, Connie Moreno, Bradley Mercury, Michael Horace, Brendan Posey, Hannah Radabach, Alex Ron, Shayna Rivera, Andy Rodriguez, Bailey Cross, Hunter Sharp, Jacob Scott, Cole Taylor, Tashana Thomas, Jack Zedlin. Congratulations to our winners.
Mr. Claus. My name is Hannah Radabot, and I'm proud to stand before you as one of your head nurse. Please welcome once again Ms. Sherry Blunt, North Glen High School Principal, with several special recognitions, and to present the class of 2017 to the superintendent and members of the school board.
We have several honors indicated by different cords and robe colors. The Principal's Excellence Award is indicated by a red and gold cord. These students have maintained a 3.5 cumulative grade point average and have continued to meet the standards of character, leadership, and scholarship. Those students achieving this distinction, please rise. National Vocational Technical Honor Society members are indicated by a purple and silver honor cord, and these students met all of the requirements for membership, including academic service requirements. Those students achieving this distinction, please rise. Thank you. Students who have earned the ProStart National Certification as awarded by the National Restaurant Association are notified by a green and silver cord. This distinction opens doors for these students as they pursue scholarships and work opportunities in the culinary arts. Please rise if you have earned this distinction. Students graduating with a STEM pathway designation are noted in the program with a 6 and have completed coursework in engineering, biomed, or by design pathway. All are wearing a STEM pin that they have earned. Will these students please rise? Thank you. We would especially like to recognize our fourth-year engineering students who are the first to complete the engineering pathway. Will these students please rise? Thank you. National Honor Society members are wearing white robes. These students must achieve a cumulative grade point average of 3.7 and meet the standards of service, leadership, and scholarship. These students will receive a seal on their diploma indicating this distinction. Those students achieving this distinction, please rise. The 5-star diploma is indicated by a black and white cord. These students have achieved this notable distinction by completing a minimum of 24 credits, maintaining a 3.5 GPA, and has received a test score of 23 or higher on the state-mandated ACT test. In addition, it met and exceeded all the Colorado Commission on Higher Education graduation requirements. These students will also have a seal on their diploma indicating this honor. Those students achieving this distinction, please rise. Thank you. The students wearing the golden robes are our junior escorts. These students were selected for this honor because they are amongst the highest achieving students in the class of 2018. Will the students in the gold robes please rise? Congratulations to all these students. Seniors, please rise. The moment we have all been waiting for. Mr. Gadowski and Ms. Plumler, please join me at the podium. It is with great pleasure that I hereby certify that all of the students before you have met and/or exceeded the graduation requirements of the Adams 12 5-Star School District.
It is my privilege and honor to accept this Northland High School class of 2017. They have completed all requirements, and I certify to the Adams 12 5-Star School Board of Education that they are eligible to receive their diplomas. Congratulations.
Thank you. Seniors in the first 2 rows, please remain standing. All others may be seated at this time. Please welcome our faculty heralds, Ms. Val B. Hill and Ms. Karen Stem. Class of 2017, the time has come for you to receive your diplomas.
Chelsea Naomi Lopez Mendoza. Sean Paul Kruger. Anthony David Martinez. Michael Brandon Ledoux. Amadani Acosta Gutierrez. Mariah Kristen Lane. Isidro Acosta. Alexis Lopez. Aaron Ness Afelli. Giovanni Lopez. Alicia Rayanne Aguilar. Tyler Joseph Lopez. Hugo Abraham Aguilar Hidalgo. Ricardo Lopez. Anna Karen Aguilar Munoz. Jennifer Lopez Ramos. Maria Nazaret Alcala. Major Lore. Caitlin Marie Allred. Joseph Robert Lovato. Elizabeth Linda Alvarado. Hector Eduardo Lozoya. Brian Alvarado Dominguez. Gabriela Juliet Lucero. Alan Alvarez.
Joel Omar Almendres Espinosa. Brianna Loivano Mendoza. Diego Anaya Molinar. Pedro Enrique Luna. Lario Andazola Soto. Michael Edward Lussman. Allison Deanne Applehots. Cynthia Macias Ornelas. Lady Stephanie Arias Perez. Dylan Michael Macris. Elizabeth Marinas Ramirez. Soraya Lene Mays. Allie Rayanne Armenta Urban. Esteban Magana Rodriguez. Leticia Arredondo Canales. Nick Andrea Mandalski. Savannah Rose Babish. Megan Marie Maraz. Eric Julian Marie. Julio Ricardo Marquez Lopez. Danielle Lee Badia. Samantha Abigail Martin. James Richard Farmer. Aurelia Rosalind Martinez. Danielle Donicia Barrios. Nicholas Allen Martinez. Amena Anaí Basul Guerrero. Vincente Jesus Martinez. Emily Morgan Bell. Larissa Laura McCullough. Sebastian Amadeus Vialis. Erin Emily McGovern. Leah Chelsea Billy. Dylan Keanu McPherson. Roberto Bocanegra. Thomas Andrew Meltz III. Raquel Moruga Baca. Arturo Muraz. Jonathan Cole Boyer. Melissa Mijares. Jeffrey Jacob Brewster. Lindsay Maylene Molina Loya. Reese Eugene Buckaroo. Jeremiah Patrick Moran Fairchild. Madison Sarah Raven Burney. Connie Giselle Moreno. Emily Ann Buckley. Gabriel Esteban Moreno. Jennifer Bustillos Betancourt. Alec Michael Mott. Janet Bustos. Bradley Allen Murphy. Roberto Cabral Jr. Shane Michael Murphy. Jorge Cabral Macias. Jesse James Niquete. Robert Timothy Calderon II. Christopher Nunez Quesada. Brendan Scott Campbell. Yvonne Patricia Olvera. Marcelino Patrick Carvajal III. Hayden Matthew Mapela. Luis Angel Cardona Venuera. Omar Arantia Anaya. Alejandro Castillo. Destiny Danea Marie Pacheco. David Castillo Romanero. Michaela Lee Pacheco. Juanita Palacios. Genki Kevin Sizelski. Joseph Michael Jai Patton. Joshua Zuki Cha. Scott Lee Peck. Thu Matthew Cha. Abby Pena. Josue Jared Chacon Portillo. Alicia Annabelle Pena. Alexandra Rose Charles. Julian Antonio Pena. Alejandro Chavez. Tara Caitlin Pennington. Andrew Felix Chavez. Caitlin Ann Perkins. Isaac Allen Chavez. Julio Alejandro Perez Yanez. Jasmine Estefani Chavez. Emma Angelica Pereira. Mariana Chavez. Blanca Susana Peraza Martinez. Mariana Chavez Trejo. Philip Tam Pham. O'Neill Nelson Kaufman. Jasmine Nicole Placencia. Frederick Gilmore Herman II. Nicholas Brandon Polsey. Nicole Jean Coleman. Thomas Wayne Fletcher. Anaí Omanero Olivas. Nicholas Paul Porter. Maria Louise Condre. Michael Jesus Victor Porras IV. Jonathan Contreras. Andrea Salud Casada. Luis Eduardo Contreras Disma. Naomi Elizama Quesada Perez. Rebecca Elizabeth Cooper. Edgar Quinones. George Robert Corcoran. Andrea Italy Gitana Heredia. Andrea Corral Armadadas. Alexandra Quintana Hernandez. Andrea Guadalupe Correa Bojorquez. Alexander Nicholas Ron. Paola Cortez Gonzalez. Katie Marie Ramirez. Bailey Christopher Cowan. Erica Ramirez. Ryan Jacob Hutt. Jasmine Ramirez Gonzalez. Kiara Jaden Zubadia. Whitney Rose Ramirez. Aaliyah Divine Daphne. Jacqueline Ramos Ruiz. Sydney Dolores K. Dean. Alexander Quentin Julian Rangel. Robert Stephen D. Herrera Jr. George Rangel. Jessica Delira Quiros. Brandon Joseph Reed. Reina Jasmine Dina Villagrana. Ian Matthew Regan. Esmeralda Annette Denise. Fabian Rios. Joseph Brian Desposito. Dominique Eilina Rivas. Juliette Amanda Duswa. Ricardo Antonio Rivera. Giovanna Marie DiGiacomo. Shayna Josephine Rivera. Kiara Dominguez Murado. David Joseph Rivera Dean. Marcus Anthony Dozier. Jennifer Louise Francis Robinson. Team C. Duong. Elias Edward Rocha Martinez. Lena Charisse Dyson Roberts. Diego Carlos Rodriguez. Griffin Blake Elliott. Luis Enrique Rodriguez. Gabrielle Nicole Elmore. Isaiah Rodriguez. Zachary Matthew Enke. John Christopher Rodriguez Alvarez. Erica Monique Enriquez. Luis Fernando Rodriguez Morales. Luis Fernando Escalante. Fabian Rodriguez Soltero. Diego Abram Escobedo Gaspar. Cody Lee Rogers. Cheyenne Renee Espinosa. Angel Rose Romero. Alyssa Nicole Esta. Edgar Alejandro Romero. Juliet Estrada Vino. Hugo Alfonso Romero Hernandez. Michael Wallace Ethelbach. Sergio Gabriel Rocchini. Francesca Marie Falco. Anthony Rosales. Marcela Guadalupe Farias. Haley Morgan Frost. Ainoa Fernandez Mercado. Brandy Jacqueline Rubio. Emma Jean Fiore. Debbie Elizabeth Ruiz Delira. Brisa Hazel Flores Christie. Noelle Salas Reyes. Selena Ryan Luna. Roberto Salazar. Dylan Matthew Rosini. Demetria Victoria Sanchez. Christopher James Frost. Krista Sunny Sanchez. Christian Tyler Gay. Ashley Anahi Santillion Arce. Samantha Galan Solis. Marissa Ann Saunders. Lily Alicia Palacios. Hunter Austin Shar. Anthony John Gallardo. Jacob Ryan Scheller. Crystal Gallegos. Aubrey Mitchell Mackenzie Shermarth. Yair Alonso Gallegos Nunez. Jacob Donald Scott. Amanda Lynn Garcia. Leticia Louise Secret. Juan Manuel Garcia Manzir. Isaac Robert Michael Segovia. Maria Guadalupe Garcia Ramirez. Alejandra Serna Herrera. Sergio Eduardo Garcia de la Cueva. Niles Brooke Steele. Diana Marina Garcia Ariola. Annalise Sienna Shine. Savannah Shailene Garcia. Fermina Shrestha. April Monet Garland. Stephanie Solario. Michael Robert Gerlach Jr. Flossie Smith. Zachary Tyler Germaroff. Kirsten Smith. Nathan Stewart Gillen. Gabrielle Soto. Melissa Lee Stein. Isabella Fiona Goddard. Jared Harper Strong. Enrique James Gomez. Talon Bertrand Ray Stout. Evaristo Paul Gomez Jr. Nathaniel Lee Swanson. C. Espinosa Gonzalez. Alan Abel Toyo Herrera. Janae Marcela Gonzalez. Devin Timothy Tafoya. Eduardo Gonzalez Gutierrez. Abria Jewel Taylor. Jose Rodrigo Gonzalez Sotelo. Cole Robert Taylor. Marco Antonio Gonzalez Solaisis. Sierra Alexis Taylor. Luis Pablo Guzman Gil. George Kevin Tena. Stephen Mitchell Brock. Quinn Tu Than. Eduardo Guzman Salas. Blake Tao. Miguel Guevara. Zoe Anne Marie Thede. Hiram Gutierrez. Tashana Tashay Thomas. Jaime Jesus Gutierrez. Jalen Nicole Tobias. Zachary Maya Gutierrez. Esteban Torres. Melanie Gutierrez. Elena Ashley Towner. Yoshari Guadalupe Gutierrez Lima. Kyle Arthur Treffry. Michaela Elaine Geyer. Dana Catherine Trejo. Serena Louise Guerra. Kelsey Renee Trudell. Jaylin Monique Haas. Taylor Nicole Trujillo. Tiernan Hall. Ivan Stanley Trujillo Benivar. Zachary Sean Michael Hartman. Tyrese Marcel Trials. Ronald Kelly Harper. Sean Michael Tuttle. Tyler James Harrell. Samuel Moan Lang. Lorraine Salanti Harvey. Angel Eduardo Vargas. Jason Adam Hoff. Eduardo Antonio Vargas Garcia. Haley Nicole Helton. Hazel Sarai Vargas Ramos. Allison Rose Hanzacek. Luis Vasquez. Haley Marie Henley. Dennis Joseph Velarde. Beatrice Hernandez. Juanito Vigil. Jasmine Veronica Hernandez. Leslie Villa Gonzalez. Carla Giselle Hernandez. Ernesto Villalobos Gonzalez. Mariana Lizette Hernandez. Tan Samuel Lowe. Lisbeth Hernandez Munoz. Aaliyah Christine Wahab. Oscar Hernandez Caballero. Michael J. Walker. Ellie Abigail Hernandez Avalera. Shelby Joe Waiter. Danielle Dawn Herrera. Madison Ann Wingen. Jimmy Leonard Herrera. Hector Yanez. Hannah Nicole Hyatt. Ulysses Julian Zavala Mendoza. Adelicia Dorothy Holberg. Jack Spencer Zedlick. Evan Michael Howell. Matthew Joseph Zimmerman. Alexander Owen Hutchinson. Austin Davis in the bathroom. Shelby Irene Irwin. Spencer Olivia Jackson. Isaiah Andrew Jackson. Shannon Alexandria Jandigan. Lanaya Rose Johnson. Jason Gerardo. Sterling Aiden Carlstrom. Joshua Grant Castle. Nicholas Theodore Heathby. Dustin Dexter Kerr. Jared Aaron Keene. Jacqueline Marina Clinton. Kayla Ray Nabenbell.
place in this world. I've been told that the end of one journey is simply the beginning of another. The next journey that we are about to embark on will take us many different places. And though we may never be together again, we take with us a set of shared experiences that molded us at North Glen High School. Like all of the proud and true Norse before us, we share that common bond. Never forget our times together. I speak for everyone on stage and in the audience when I say that we wish you the best of luck in all you do. At this time, seniors, please move your tassels from the right to the left.